Luz Mireya Pelaez Lopez, and I apologize for mispronouncing the name. And you're on mute.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Luz Mireya Pelaez Lopez. I am a wife and a mother of 2 children. I'm a pre-K teacher in the immersion model in Spanish at Mary Reed Elementary. I have worked as DCPS teacher for 5 years. Prior to this, I was a second grade teacher at Elsie Whitlow Stokes Charter School for 1 year. I really enjoy working at this charter school where I had the opportunity to work with the international baccalaureate units, but unfortunately, my salary as a teacher was not enough to sustain my family as I am an immigrant teacher, immigrant Latina teacher who had just arrived in the country. For this reason, I moved to DCPS. However, I had to settle in Maryland where the cost of living are a little lower, especially for housing. But every day I travel an hour and 15 minutes to get to my school. And in the afternoons back home, it can be up to an hour and 30 minutes depending on traffic. It is not possible for me to live with my family in DC because of the high cost of living. There are approximately 15 hours a week on trips that I would like to be able to invest in my family and my personal growth as a teacher. Today, I came to advocate for myself, for my colleagues, my students, and their families. It is time for the council to listen to all of our recommendations and take courageous action by passing legislation. We need to make educators' job more sustainable, invest in educators' well-being, and enable flexible scheduling models. These flexible scheduling models can only be achieved with additional funding for school partnership and staff who will engage students in unique and valuable learning experiences during flexible days or hours, as well as school-based staff to coordinate flexible models. Flexible scheduling will allow teachers at least 1 day a week to plan, collaborate, or work from home. On this day, students can engage in project-based learning, experiential learning, internships, vocational education. It will look different in every school and grade level, but schools need funding to make it work and hire additional staff or pay partner organization. We also need to reduce the amount of centrally prescribed testing and give teachers more time to teach. Did you know that we as pre-K teachers at DCPS also have a standardized test to evaluate our 3-year-old students in language, writing, and maths 3 times a year, in addition to the evaluation on the Go platform that include 38 objectives of the child's development in all its dimensions, also 3 times a year, and that in our LEAP meetings, we are analyzing quantitative data, charts, and trends. I feel frustrated because this takes time away from working on the social-emotional part of my students who in these moments are presenting new and challenging behaviors, having been born during a global pandemic. This is a special time where we are trying to make up for lost learning times where educators should spend more time teaching and not in centrally mandated unhelpful testing. Also, I want to advocate for my Latino colleagues because I represent the Latino culture in my school, where 50% of students and family are Latino and only 10% are Latino teachers. They trust us and see us as models for their sons and daughters. That's why we need more Latino educators to be hired and to retain those who already exist. This can only be achieved by modifying the barriers we face in the hiring process to come from our countries. For example, regranting international teachers a grace period of 2 or 3 years to obtain their teacher license, and more support from OSI and schools in visa processes. Thank you.